Well, this could be one of them going off on a rant videos that I swore I wasn't ever going to do again. But somebody on the page the other day, Bill Pace, mentioned the EPA stuff. For some reason, it's kind of stuck in the back of my head. But I thought, they've tried all this bullshit before. Then this morning, I get on my phone, and all I type in is EPA race cars. These people are trying to take our cars. They're trying to say that anything that's been modified, that's now deemed won't pass emissions, so we need to ban it. Guys, that's racing. That's everything in racing is what they're talking about going after. And everybody think I got a deal from Stainless Works, one of the greatest groups of people that build the baddest exhaust out there. And because a couple guys had it on their car and got caught with it, now they're telling them they can't build fucking headers. Come on, are you shitting me? Where are we gonna fucking draw the line at on this stupid shit? I mean, we've dealt with this COVID crap. We dealt with a jacked up fucking election. And now they're coming after our race cars. I mean, I guess it, and I like everybody else, kind of close my eye. Oh, it ain't no big deal. They're not gonna be able to do it. But I tell you what, guys, if we don't get our shit together, they're gonna do it. And then what's it gonna be? I'm reading the deal. If you go on, let me see. Just what I fucking typed into this thing earlier. I typed it in. There's a votersvoice.net, but they had a deal on SEMA. See exactly what it said. I typed in EPA race car. That's what I typed in. And first thing it pulls up is recognize the Protection of Motorsports Act, RPM Act. And you click on any of them, it gives you a deal to go to for voter registration. Hell, they've done all the fucking work for everybody. But guys, where's this gonna stop at? Our cars? Then they're gonna tag motorcycles. You think every guy that don't ride a Harley out there, they're gonna say, well, now you can't put exhaust on it, or it's gonna be deemed a race vehicle. They're even coming after the race vehicles. They're saying the cars even on the racetrack shouldn't be allowed. Really? So we'll all be down and driving faggot ass fucking Priuses? I mean, is that what we're going to get to? That take the oldest? I mean, hot rodding's been around since Henry Ford came out with the fucking car. Everything, and guys, everybody is just letting this shit go and go and go and go. I mean, everything. I've never been into politics. Now I'm starting to see what my brother's been talking about and other people have been talking about. At what fucking point is everybody going to stand up? We got foreign countries coming in here and taking our people's ideas, like Jack French and Bill Atomizer. We got a company from Fuel Tech from Brazil coming to America stealing his shit. They have to keep everybody at SEMA and PRI from taking pictures because Chinese come over here, take pictures of shit that comes out at SEMA in November, and they're fucking selling it by January. All over the fucking internet. This guys, I got Chinese stuff. We all do. So, but here's the thing. Why aren't we taxing their ass to where their cost is just the same as our cost? Do not get me wrong. Some of us have become lazy ass people. I consider myself, I always say, anybody lazier than me, I have no respect for. You guys see how hard I work. To me, that's not hard enough. I'm doing what I need to do, but I could do more. But anybody that's lazier than me, I have absolutely no use for. But I damn sure don't have no use for now the EPA. These are all people that we're paying their fucking salaries, guys. We're paying them to take our shit. They're never going to take my cars. Ever. They say it's going to be illegal. I don't give a damn. I'm still going to do it. They say I can't. I mean, what are they going to keep banning? They're going after they're going after pro chargers, turbos, tuners, all this shit. SEMA severely misquoted the fact that they said tens of thousands. I got 266,000 followers. Some of you guys are into cars, some of you aren't into cars, but all of you can appreciate the sport. That's just on my page. Everybody's got to get together. Everybody's got to start having a voice. You guys all fucking send me these private messages. Man, we're great. It's great the way you'll say, what you think and you're 100% real with it and all that. Well, fuck, guys, everybody else needs to be 100% real too. I mean, they're taking our fucking way of life. I've never been a conspiracy theorist or none of that bullshit. I've always just thought, live and let everybody do their own thing. And really it don't affect me, so I don't care. But now I'm starting to really care. I'm starting to care a lot because our world is screwed up enough that all this COVID shit and all this EPA shit and all this, now they're going after the vape stuff. Big Tobacco and Pharma has now figured out that they're going to make it to where nobody can ship any of the vape stuff. Here we go again. You got multi-billion-dollar companies that are affecting everything. They're pulling the strings. But the people still have a voice if you guys would get off your asses and use them. I mean, give me a fucking break. At what point, the only reason the COVID shit has started to open up is because you guys all said, fuck it, we're done with it. That's the only reason. Because I promise you, if they could have kept us in our houses for the next 10 fucking years, that's what they do. But the fact that, and our Governor Stent, best fucking governor we've ever had. Because he was 100% real about it. Listen, if you want to wear a mask, wear a mask. If you don't. Because if you're wearing a mask, you're not going to get sick. So who gives a fuck who's wearing it next to you? If you got yours on, then you're protected. Allegedly, as Tyree would say. We have a governor that's a realist. We had a president that was a fucking businessman. Now we got a bunch of idiots that are wanting to go green. The part of their bullshit on one of those bills was everything to be non-carbon by 2025. Fucking airplanes just gonna float on their own? Do we need to address the environment? Abso-fucking-lutely. Do we need to be a little smarter not to destroy the planet for the future generations? Absolutely. You can't tell me that my fucking race car is doing more than these multi-billion-dollar plants that are doing God only knows what, but since they're making money, paying kickbacks, I don't know. Was they going to go after racing now? And that's the thing, guys. Nobody realizes it starts with something small, and it's like unraveling a blanket. You start to pull that string, and it starts to come unraveled. What I see is our American flag with a string loose, and these demotards and idiots. And don't get me wrong, there's idiot Republicans and idiot Democrats. Matter of fact, seems like the whole fucking government system is kind of falling to the wayside of what the people want. But our flag's unraveling now. At what point, guys, is everybody going to stand up? Quit telling me about me being 100% stand up and all of you be 100% stand up. Because if you guys think this isn't going to affect our way of life, you're dead ass wrong. What's next? Take our cars, take guns. I mean, hell, we might as well take the Constitution and roll it up and fucking burn it. But take the Bill of Rights and do the same thing with it. Everything that this country was founded on, let's just throw it the fuck away. If I wanted to be under a dictatorship, be told what to do, when to do it, not be able to have my race car, not be able to have it, I'd live in motherfucking Russia or China. I wouldn't live in the USA. Somebody made a comment, well, I need to move to Canada. Fuck that. My fat ass ain't gonna get that cold. I don't want to move to fucking Canada. I live in the greatest fucking place you could ever live in, USA. But this was founded on people that stood together. I don't care if you're black, if you're white, Puerto Rican, Mexican. I don't care. We're all Americans, and we're all letting our country go to shit and letting these idiots. I mean, we got a president. I thought George Bush, we couldn't get anybody that was more of a bumbling idiot than him. But evidently, I was wrong. And I rarely say I'm wrong, but I was fucking wrong. So now all this shit that Obama started, they're trying to pick the ball back up and run with it. What we need to do is fire everybody in the fucking government. Clean the slate and start over. Everybody that's been in the government and in politics for so long, that was what made Trump great in my eyes. He wasn't a politician. But That's also why he was hated. He wasn't a politician. We're not politicians, guys, but I still have to believe that we have a fucking say-so in how our fucking and how our government's run. So you guys need to say something. Go to the SEMA website and look at that on the car stuff. But I'm not talking about just cars, guys. I'm talking about our fucking way of life. The way of life that we've all grown accustomed to, we're losing a little bit at a time. We've damn near sold out to China. I mean, at what point do we turn around and make it? I've had a saying that I got away from, and it damn near bankrupted me. I got to be fair to me before I can be fair to you. Let me explain that. That means if I don't take care of my business, my company, and do what I need to do, then when you need help, I don't have the ability to help you, is what that means. We got to start being fair to ourselves before we're fair to anybody else. This is going to make a lot of people turn on me. Why the fuck do we send billions of dollars everywhere else when our national debt's what it is? Why do we turn around and have to get our nose in everybody else's fucking business instead of take care of our business? We were a superpower at one time. If the politicians and everybody has their way, guys, we're going to end up being a third world country. We're going to end up, the U.S. is going to go from here, and it's just going to keep getting knocked down. When the fuck's everybody going to stand up? I'm a small voice. We got about 320-something thousand followers throughout all the social media. So it's not like I can make it. I'm like throwing a fucking pebble in the ocean. But you guys are like a tsunami. If everybody will get together. Get on the fucking people. I can't vote, guys. And for the first time in my life, it really bums me out that I don't have a say-so with a ballot. Even though we already seen with the last election that shit don't work. But it doesn't do me any good to even talk to my representative because he's going to be like, oh, you can't vote? I want to talk to you. You can't vote. Because I'm a convicted felon. Which I've had my life back on track for 20 fucking years. I shouldn't still be considered a non-voter. I should be able to vote. I should be able to have a say-so. So that's why I'm asking you guys. My words ain't going to do a lick of good. Maybe they'll do some good here. But we all see, we heard our parents talk about how the world wasn't like that when I was growing up. Well, now we're starting to see all that shit was real. Even though the walking 5 miles in a snowdrift and barefooted to go to school, I still call bullshit on every person that's ever said that. Because my fat ass, I wasn't fat back then. I wouldn't have walked a block to go to school. I just stayed home and watched cartoons. So, guys, make your comments. Positive or negative, as long as it's not a bash towards my family or me. I'll leave the comment up there. So we're opening this up for a whole bunch of debate, but at the end of the day, what you say on my page doesn't do shit. It doesn't change anything. What you go and tell your representatives, what you tell Congress, everybody's standing together. Look what Black Lives Matter did. Because they actually stood together and they had a voice. Can you imagine if whether you're black, white, pink, yellow, orange, green, yellow, it doesn't make a fuck. If everybody got together, what we could do? Like I said, guys, I'm a pebble being thrown into the fucking ocean. At some point, got to put a stop to this shit. Sorry I went off on the rant. I'm so sick and tired of seeing everybody else wanting to tell us how to live, how to do this, how to do that. Put a seatbelt on, take a seatbelt off. Come on, give me a fucking break, guys. We live in America for a reason. Freedom of choice. We're losing our choices.